It's Zarek from Real Chiropractic Dynamics, and I'm here today in Quiropractica Especifica with my good friend and mentor, Jaime. Jaime, why don't you say hello and tell us a little bit about yourself and what we're going to announce today?
Hello, Tharak. I'm using my yellow shirt. That makes him very happy, apparently. So today I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna invite you to a course that I have been developing in the past 2 years. And this guy has been pushing me a lot to speed it up and to make it as soon as possible, because now it's a tough time because classes are not being taught physically.
Mm. Now it's mostly online. We'll have a couple of practical classes, but most of it's going to go online. And a lot of us are graduating soon and don't really know what we don't know most of the time. And what do you think has changed recently in the education of the chiropractors going through school and hopefully graduating soon and beginning their own practices? What do you think we're missing, Jaime, and what can we bring to the table?
I'm a fourth generation chiropractor, so that means that I have been surrounded by chiropractors all my life. I have been checked since birth. Well, you know all the story, and I graduated 14 years ago, and I have been at least, well, close to 20 years now surrounded by chiropractic students, because I spent a lot of time in the WCCS and its organization. Then I spoke at a few WCCS regional events. I gave classes on and off at BCC for 8 years, as some of you may know. So I've been talking to chiropractic students in the last 20 years, and the questions are very similar, and it doesn't matter if somebody studied in Mexico, in Australia, or in Sweden. The they have the same questions in education, because education has changed a lot in the past years. It seems that we are wanting to forget our history, but in our history there is a lot of theory, there is a lot of practice, there is a lot that is being forgotten. For example, you may want an example. If I give a chiropractic student an X-ray, most of them, they can look for pathology, they can see if it's broken, maybe they can make a diagnosis, but they don't know how to use the information of the alignment to use it for their benefit and the benefit of the person for the adjustment.
So we're viewing it from a medical perspective and not a chiropractic perspective.
Not necessarily, but the techniques, it has all become very, I don't want to say non-specific, but we are not studying subluxation in depth. We are not making enough objective testing. It seems that we are fine with palpation, static palpation and dynamic palpation, which is very good. It's a very good strength that a chiropractor must possess, but it's not the only thing.
Right.
We need more things, and those things have been established before by the previous generations.
And that's something I noticed a lot with coming to observe Jaime is you have a very thorough analysis and protocol that you're using with patients. So you're using line drawing on the x-rays, on the spinographs, you're using instrumentation, you're scoping them, you're using the thermography as well, and then also the static emotion palpation. So experiencing it myself and then implementing some of that with my patients in the student clinic, even though I haven't done it for that long, just over a month, already I've seen some improvement. So I've been at Jaime like, come on, there's people that want to learn this. If we can just put together a bit of a curriculum and teach it to the people that are eager for this knowledge. So maybe if you want to talk a little bit about what we planned out in store.
Yeah, but before that, and this is very different to other seminars and courses, because most of the times people are promising to teach you something new or something that is revolutionary. I'm actually going old school, and I want to teach you how how classes were at Palmer, because I was very lucky to have very talented Palmer college teachers, and the technique classes that I received were pretty much the same classes that they received, and it's something called the Palmer package. I don't know if I can call it like that, but it's pretty much hands-on adjusting. And I want to review the integration of different techniques, because there are a lot of ways to adjust a subluxation. You can, just for an atlas subluxation, you may use a total recoil, you may use another kind of upper cervical approach like an HS, you may use Gonstead in the chair, you may use a high-low, you may use Diversified, you may use Thompson, you may use Pierce. You get the point. There are a lot of ways, but there are some ways to know which technique is better for each person. And although this is not a cookbook, it's a very good way to start and know how to adjust, when to adjust, and where to adjust.
And when not.
Exactly, and where to stop, when not to adjust.
Okay, awesome. So should we jump into the curriculum?
Absolutely.
All right, so the general gist of it is, as you've probably seen on the promotional material, if you're watching this video, is this is 5 weekends of complete immersion. And it's going to be something different here because we are having the seminars during the day on Saturday and Sunday, and then you also invite them to stay here if they want to during the night, which is very recommended because then you're immersed and you're building that team. It's more of a team building thing as well, instead of just you come to the seminar and then you go home. So we're offering something different in that regard. And the curriculum for the number of different weekends, I'll rhyme through what we have here and then maybe you can elaborate on it. So weekend 1, which is on November 7th and 8th. On the Saturday, we're going to do cervicals in the chair with Modified Montaño. That's your family.
That's how I called it. It's how I do it. I don't do strict Gonstead. Don't kill me, those Gondroids. I love you.
It's not a Gonstead seminar, but you will learn Gonstead at it. And Diversified as well, okay? Then on the Saturday night, we're going to do a philosophy night, which is the topic is innate intelligence and a surprise group activity. And then on Sunday, Gonstead seated cervicals for those that want to use that technique, okay?
Sometimes people seem a little bit off when they hear the word philosophy, but I promise I will do my best to make this as fun as possible. And obviously this is more focused to technique, but something I really wanted to do is to have this feeling that we are creating a community of chiropractors that
really want to take it to the next level and take it seriously. All right.
Exactly. And what I want to do is just open my space, my brand new office. I have the option that you can stay and sleep here. We have the tables. We'll get some sleeping bags. And something cool is that I will take care of every snack, every meal, and every kombucha bottle you can drink, because I want to make it as easy as possible and as affordable as possible. This is not for me to get rich.
You're not going to get rich if you do too many of these. I've looked at the numbers.
And this is just to give back, because I want a better profession.
Awesome. Okay. Weekend 2, which is going to be January 16th and 17th. We're going to be doing X-ray analysis, lumbopelvic, and a side posture extravaganza. Saturday, learn the Gonstead line drawing system to help you analyze patient spinographs. I'd never done that in school, but I've been doing it with Jaime, and now I love it. I like integrating it into what I'm doing in the student clinic.
And by the way, we haven't mentioned it, but something I really want to add to anyone is that if you sign up for the 5 weekends, I will include your spinographs in the price, so you will get a very intense and thorough analysis of your own spine, and
whilst learning how to do the line drawing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then Saturday night, philosophy night 2, and the topic will be on adaptability, which is a big thing that we should all be able to talk about within chiropractic, but not many of us know how. We know the general gist of it, but we don't know how to apply it. And then Sunday, an in-depth look at side posture adjusting in relation to what you found on the x-rays. So it's not just motion palpation and then adjust, it's using the x-ray to decide what you're going to adjust. And then that's going to be Gonstead style side posture adjusting using pull moves and push moves.
A lot of emphasis is put into the push moves, but there are a lot of ways to do it. And I want to expand a little bit into what's called in the Gonstead world a pelvic bench. I don't have pelvic benches, but I have regular benches that are very low because I'm very short and they work just fine.
All right. Weekend free. I'm looking forward to this one. Instrumentation and toggle recoil. Saturday. February 13th and 14th. Saturday, learn how you can use the Nervoscope SEMG, which we all have on site, the thermography as an objective finding to help you detect subluxation. Saturday night, creating a health talk that is authentic to you. So it's not going to be a script. It's not going to be a copy paste that Jaime just gives you. It's giving you the pieces that allow you to make it for yourself. And then on Sunday, learn the fundamentals of BJ's hole-in-one, how to analyze and integrate this powerful technique into your adjusting.
You will not graduate from this course as a toggle upper cervical exclusively practitioner, but you will get a very good idea about how it is done. To learn this specific technique, it needs a lot more training than that, but you will get the generals. And if you want to go into the upper cervical world, I'm happy to help you through that journey as well. And also about instrumentation, because it's not only about the Nervoscope. A lot of people have these myovisions or these subluxation stations that they have all these color graphs and look really, really cool, but there are very few places that actually teach you what to do with those lines, with those results, and how can they help you with your adjusting.
What's this telling me and how do I apply it?
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Weekend number 4, March 20th and 21st. Thoracic spine, introduction to knee, chest, and transitional segments. Saturday, an in-depth look at the many ways you can adjust the cervical, thoracic, thoracolumbar, and lumbosacral transitional zones with ease. Saturday night, learn how to manage common patient objections to care, which I'm seeing a lot in student clinic. Is a lot of the people coming in with objections, they don't know how to explain it to the patient in the way that the patient can understand and get them to sign up for care. Sunday, an introduction to the knee chest, again another one I'm really looking forward to because I'm trying to integrate that more into my adjusting. And anterior or posterior, how to choose the correct technique, and that's that weekend number 4.
Yeah, that's something where everyone starts just popping out some thoracics, but it's a very big world, and sometimes you don't know if it's better to use a double thinner, a double transverse, a double knife contact, if it's better on the high-low, if it's better on the knee chest, and I will try to explain how I decide how to adjust somebody that has a thoracic subluxation. And especially the parts where there are more issues, it's the upper thoracics and the lower thoracics and lumbars. It's places where students tend to, well, not only students, but chiropractors struggle to deliver correct adjustments, and I will put a lot of emphasis into that.
Weekend 5, technique integration, Thompson, Diversified, Gonstead, upper cervical, and practice building, May 1 and 2. Saturday, integrate the styles learned during this course into your adjusting. Use Gonstead, Thompson, upper cervical, and Diversified with your patients. Saturday night, we're going to do a technique review, which is when you use the skill set that you've gained during the course and you adjust one-to-one in front of Jaime and then get personal feedback on how your adjusting is. On Sunday, a charla about the first 100 patients, how to start a practice from scratch and build to 100 patients as efficiently as possible without cheesy sales or selling your soul. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I really don't like to talk about numbers a lot, as you know, but it's important to have an objective, and it seems that getting to 100 visits a week is an objective for a lot of people. So I am creating some materials with everything I have done in the past. I can tell you what has worked for me, what has not worked for me, because it's all about everyone's individual experience in this world. So I will do so when you finish this course, I want you to be more prepared and more confident on your adjusting and also in yourself, because this is, after all, a personal profession. You are dealing with people, and if you don't believe in yourself
Or your ability to adjust.
or to communicate, so that there are some skills that need to be improved in everyone, and that we have to be improving the whole time. For example, we need to be physically fit for the adjustment. I will also show you how I have prepared my body for adjusting really fast during these years. Yep.
And for me, the big game changer was, I know that I've been doing this for almost 5 years. Now I can move the bone, like I'm comfortable. I can move cervical, thoracic, lumbar. I can do side posture, like I've done all that. Now it's more about, okay, when to adjust and when not to adjust. And instead of doing 7 segments per visit, what if we did the 3 that are most of a priority? And Jaime's been helping me a little bit with that. And even just in the short time that we've been doing that, I've seen my results go up, and it just becomes so much easier. What makes this seminar different is it's 5 weeks, complete immersion, as I said. Your food, snacks and drinks are all covered. Your own full spine x-rays are covered. And
1 hour from Barcelona.
1 hour from Barcelona, and your accommodation, should you want it. If you want to get the full experience, your accommodation is covered. So I think we're offering something really different. And
by the way, there is no shower at the office. Most of you do not have a shower on Sundays. Just bring a toothbrush, some deodorant, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll survive. And okay, so let's talk a little bit about pricing. So for students, it's 1,400 for the 5 weekends. For first and second year graduates, it's €2,000, and for DCs that are 2 or more years in practice, it's €3,000, and all of that is for the entire thing for the 5 weekends.
That includes your lodging, that includes your foods, your drinks, and on top of that, it's just coming in the train, 1 hour train, and that's it.
Yeah.
I want to make it as easy as possible to you.
So it's very easy to get to, it's very affordable, and it's going to give us the stuff that we need to have in our toolbox, so that by the time we get out of here and go out into the world, that we know what to do. And the other important thing to remember is this seminar is not for pussies. Okay?
He said that.
This is going to be hardcore. This is going to be a lot of work. We're going to hold each other accountable.
And you're gonna. This is not a. I love you all, but this is not about being lovely. I'm gonna be hard to you. I don't want to create snowflakes. I will prove you. I want to see your strength coming.
This is telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, which I'm really excited about. And glad that we're going on this journey together. And thank you for finally relenting and putting all of this together for us, Jaime.
Yeah, I'm excited. And by the way, this is obviously a limited thing. We are opening 10 places right now, and we'll see what happens. But we'll keep it very, very small groups, because this is not for everyone.
So for now, small group, 10 people, 15 people. If that interests you, message me, let me know if you want any more details about it. Hopefully this video covered everything that you need to know. And those people that are the most serious and are looking to take this, their adjusting and their analysis to the next level, I think this is for you, and I'm very excited for what Jaime's put together. All right. Thank you, Jaime.
Thank you, Tarak.